You got nothing to be embarrassed about, Max.
Try telling that to Milo. He looks worse than I do.
Oh, God.
Sonny, I cannot file these contracts. Max!
Hi.
What happened to your face?
Oh, don't worry. Looks a lot worse than it really is.
It looks like you've taken a brutal beating. Was this Karpov's men?
Not exactly.
Well, please tell me it wasn't Jason's people. Because a civil war, even between gangsters, is too horrible to contemplate.
You seriously think Jason would set Max up like that?
I don't know. I certainly hope not. But in light of present circumstances, it might be wise if you actually discussed this with Jason.
Max, tell her how you got hurt.
I'd rather not, boss.
What do you mean you'd rather not? You and Diane are involved, and you always tell me you got to be honest in a relationship, so go ahead and tell her.
Well, it's just that I'm not supposed to talk about the jobs I do for you.
Well, I will make an exception in this case.
I really wish you wouldn't.
Max,
tell me.
I got my butt kicked by Grandma.
Devane attacked you?
She thought me and Milo were trying to kidnap Eli Love.
Well, how did she get that impression?
Well, we were wearing masks and we tried to grab him as he got into his limo.
I assume they did this under your orders.
Well, Robin Scorpio's an old friend of mine. This character, Eli Love, was treating her mom badly, and Robin wanted this guy to see Anna kicking butt.
Specifically Max's butt?
Max and Milo, they were just doing what Robin told them to do, because I told them to do whatever Robin told them to do, and Robin's happy, I'm happy. Now I'm going to give Max and Milo a bonus, and they're going to be very happy. And right now, we don't need to hear any lectures, right, Max?
That's easy for you to say. You're not the one whose face was beaten to a bloody pulp by a granny.
It looks a lot worse than it really is.
Don't try to put a good face on this. Not that you could. Because it's easy to see that you are hurting.
My neck is a little sore.
Would a massage make you feel any better?
You brought the table?
Of course. It's out in the car. Why don't you go start setting up while I finish reciting?
All right.
You got a massage table?
Max appreciates it. You know, I just might get one as a wedding gift for you and Kate.
No, don't bother.
All right, back to these contracts. You need to look them over and make sure that they reflect...
Diane, sit down. Does Jason know about my deal with Karpov? You don't approve of my deal with Karpov?
I am concerned.
Concerned enough to tell Jason?
As you pointed out, our conversations are covered under attorney-client privilege.
So you haven't told Jason?
No.
And you can't tell me if maybe, somebody else might have said something to him.
Neither Jason nor any of his associates have ever mentioned the name Andrei Karpov to me.
Good.
Which means that there is still time for a full disclosure. The PCPD visitor log indicates that you went to see Jason shortly before his release.
I offered to help Jason. He turned me down.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
He's going to have to, he's going to run the organization the way he thinks fit. And if I see he's making a mistake, I can't do anything about it, so he's just going to have to fix it on his own.
I just assumed that had Jason been receptive to your overture, you would have told him about Andrei Karpov. So, with that objective in mind, might I suggest a meeting between you and Jason?
No. Listen, there's nothing to discuss. Jason's doing what he thinks is right, and so am I. The only reason I'm working with Karpov is to keep him out of Jason's way. If I go public by stepping in, then it would imply that I have doubts about the way Jason's running the organization. I don't want to undermine Jason in any way. I want to just stay behind the scenes.
I don't doubt your intentions. In fact, I find them reassuring. Okay. As I'm sure Jason would if you would simply tell him.
He has too much to worry about, Diane.
What if he hears about it from somebody else?
He knows I would never betray him, Diane.
Is Mr. Griffiths available?
He's in a meeting.
I hope our agreement isn't causing difficulties.
I'll let the boss know you're here. Andre Karpov's here.
Show him in.
I'm interrupting?
No, we were finishing up here. This is, Diane Miller, the greatest lawyer in the world. That's
Karpov.
Andre.
It's a pleasure. You have excellent taste. I've always had a weakness for redheads.
Miss Miller's a highly skilled professional. That is, she's an attorney, and she's brilliant, and you need to back off.
Do all your bodyguards speak without respect?
No, sometimes Max has problems with boundaries.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Karpov?
Max, what are you doing?
Max, I never knew you were so forceful. Flexible, yes, but this is a side I've never seen before.
Karpov was out of line.
You, on the other hand, were spectacular. Defending my honor and putting that chauvinist in his place, it was brutish and manly of you.
You deserve to be treated with consideration.
And while I do appreciate the sentiment, standing up to Andrei Karpov might not have been the wisest of tactics.
I don't give a damn who this guy is or how well connected he might be. I'm not going to sit around and let someone insult you like that.
Thank you, Max. You are truly a wonderful, wonderful man. But just keep in mind that I couldn't bear it if anything ever happened to you, especially because of me.
I'm not afraid of Andrei Karpov.
It's his partnership with Sonny that has me concerned, because if Jason were to ever find out, there could be an all-out mob war, and you could get caught in the middle.
Diane, Jason's not going to go up against Mr. C.
That's what Sonny is counting on. But Jason needs to start thinking like a leader. And in a purely professional sense, Sonny's actions are disloyal. They might even be considered overtly treacherous.